Good morning, everybody. BTC Simmer here with you. Afternoon, good evening, no matter where you may be. We're here in Microsoft Flight Simulator. You can probably see the new livery, the Swedair. Pretty nice livery by Unit Death on flightsim.to. Looks like a pretty good job here. Classic livery. Test this one out. Today we're going from ESIB to ESKK. Watched a planning video yesterday I made for it. It's Satenas Air Force Base to Karlskoga. I don't know if that's also an Air Force base. I didn't really look into it too much, but can't find any info on it from Airmate. Just the only info I have is Skyvector. Anyway, alright. Well, we have no cargo. We have nothing headed that way. It's a short flight. It's 79 nautical miles. We're going up to 9,000 feet. We weigh a total whopping 7,450 pounds for a max of 12.5, so we're very light compared to what we usually are. So taxiing shouldn't be an issue. We have 115 gallons of fuel, and we have one waypoint, Augiro, over the water there. And then it looks like it's going to be a visual to runway 03 for ESKK, just due to not having any info on the airport. Does concern me a little bit since it is IFR up that way, but it's not as bad as here, but it's still fairly bad. The weather here is marginal VFR, light snow 11 knots at 100, so we did change runways from 01 to runway 11. So we can taxi out that way and jump on 11. Yeah, 11 knots at 100 and 1006 QNH or 29 or 71, whatever you want to take. 3 and 1/8 mile visibility, 1600 foot ceiling. I'll just pull up ESKK here. Have a look what they're forecasting up there. So up there also marginal VFR, 6 knots at 60 degrees. So runway 3 still looking good. Ceiling 2,700 feet, 6 1/4 miles, so a little more visibility, not much, but and QNH is 1010, so looking a little better. Not hopefully that doesn't change for the worse. I've never been there, so I don't know. I'm gonna join like a base, something. We'll see what the weather's doing. Find out where we are and go from there. We do have an NDB tracks to that airport, so we'll probably be using that for our navigation along with our GPS. Alright guys, price BTC today, big news. I think it hit an all-time high. 29,151 is what it hit. It's not the price right now. The price right now is 28,650 US dollars, which amounts to around 38,720 Canadian. Remember guys, 1 BTC is 1 BTC. Ignore the noise, stack the corn, stack the coin, stack the sats, whatever you want to call it. It's long-term thinking, guys, long-term planning. It's generational wealth, generational stacking, right? If you have an emergency, Bitcoin will be there, as long as you stack it accordingly and safely. All right, should we get to some headlines? Headlines are always fun. Read off 3 headlines I find in here. From bat signal to Bitcoin, projecting orange pill on banks as EU drives crypto regulation. Ooh, the big bad EU, the founders of banking, all from the EU. If you read the, like I'm reading now, The Creature, Jekyll Island, tells you all about that stuff. Let's see. Just trying to find ones that are not crypto because it isn't a crypto channel whatsoever. It's a Bitcoin channel. 130 million worth of Bitcoin shorts liquidated as BTC spikes above 29,000. Yes, you heard that, ladies and gentlemen. 29,000. Bitcoin taps 29,000. Why BTC may never revisit its previous lows. And yeah, there was a little crackdown on Binance. Not sure what that was all about 100%, but definitely surged the price around. So there's that. All right, guys. With all that said, we are tracking in OnAir. We are recording, and we best get going here. We'll be speeding up the startup and the procedures, and I'll see you guys in the taxi. Alright. Alright guys, we're ready to taxi here. Although I don't have any markings, any numbers for the taxiways. I do have the ADC here, but it doesn't show anything on it. It just shows the taxiways, so we are at apron 1. Echo Sierra India Bravo traffic, November 6854 Mike, type Twin Otter, taxiing from apron 1 to runway 11. Echo Sierra India Bravo traffic. Okay. Props up to full, and we'll just pull straight out, even though that's not professional, but shouldn't be an issue. Air Force Base here. I'm trying to learn how to control ground movements with the ailerons and the wind and the elevator. So bear with me with that. Wind's coming that way, you want to turn that way, I'd imagine. Unless it's behind you, then you want to turn the opposite and deflect the elevator. Alright, let's do a run up. Run up checks, parking brake, auto feather, arm that. Anti-ice, we have it turned on. Check it out, yeah, looks good. Making sure my mic's working here. Before takeoff, fuel quantity minimum, 25, we're good. Boost pumps are on. Rudder trim tabs. Set those to takeoff. Flight instruments checked. Got the runway in there, got our course. The NDB tuned. Altimeter is correct. Autopilot's correct. Nav comms are set. We're on 122.8. We have 118.37 on. They are on. LKAA Center. Not sure where that covers, but They are on, so we tuned them. Props are full, auto feathers armed, flaps will go, we need 10 degrees maybe. Engine instruments looking good. Pitot heat is on, yes, verified. Anti-ice, yes. Landing lights, go ahead and turn those on, taxis off. Runway and heading, we'll check that when we line up. And so we'll probably get airborne fairly quick with the wind and everything else, and very light. So 400, flaps will go up, power adjusted. And auto feather come off in the switch check. Alright. Echo Sierra India Bravo traffic, November 685 for Mike. Lining up runway 11. Echo Sierra India Bravo traffic. I can't say the name. I don't want to say it wrong. Okay. Looks like a IFR day out there, ladies and gentlemen. Big massive runway, we don't need the whole thing obviously. I'll stop here, make sure our props are full. Another final little check I do here. Put her up to 30. Okay, looking good, up to 50, open it up. Echo Sierra India Bravo traffic, November 685 for Mike, taking off runway 11, departure to the north. We let that take off right a bit there,
Airborne
it's okay.
time logged.
Flaps can go up, throttle will come back a touch. Props at touch. Tap the brakes. Gas looks good. Disarm the auto feather. Try and maintain runway heading here. And landing lights come off. Looking good otherwise. Do a gups check. Gas looks good. Undercarriage, tap the brakes. Props, throttle are adjusted. Landing lights are off. Flaps are up. Auto feathers disarmed. Pumps are on. And trim tabs are set. Yaw damper can go on. Okay, let's keep her around 100 knots, climb out. And we can turn to our course. Echo Sierra India Bravo traffic, November 6854 Mike, making a left turn onto course. Good day. Beautiful Sweden, where I bought my own Twin Otter in OnAir. Yeehaw! There's that yoke pulsating again. Wonder if it's because I have my Thrustmaster plugged in. I don't know. Yeah, the aircraft definitely feels light, I can tell you that. Nice steep climb out, that's for sure. You can change the NDB. 407 for destination airport. We can hit that again. Probably turn into that now. Shallow turn. 7,000 feet looking good, up to 9,000. Come back on the prop to 75 near cruise. Okay, we can autopilot that, nav mode and alt. Altitude hold. See if nav mode catches. It should. Those clouds look wonderful out there. There we can do our checks, make sure we didn't miss anything. Flaps are up, auto feather is off, climb power is, we used it, and landing lights are off. We climbed at 100 knots. Cruise power set 75, 100 knots, 90 to 100 knots. What is it, best angle or best rate? One of the two. The Otter climbs nice at 100 at around 1,200 feet per minute plus in most configurations. Yeah, looking pretty good. I mean, it looks like it's holding the nav, so should be an alright flight. We're in between cloud layers here. A little high on that one, but it's alright. We're burning just under 300 pounds per side at 40 torque pressure, giving us 138 knots, I'd say, indicated. 170 ground speed. Things look pretty good. Alright guys, I will catch you on the other side. Alright guys, ready to descend here. We're 21 miles south. Start our descent. Fuel quantity, selector quantity looks good. Both pumps are on, caution lights, anti-ice is on. Landing lights, flip those on. Cabin signs we're not going to worry about. Flaps we'll get when we get on approach. We'll slow her down below 10 psi here, torque pressure. Below 5 I like to go. We'll dial in our altitude down to about 2,000 feet. Should be safe. We're broken out at 2,700 for our arrival airport, so put that into VS mode and we will let the Otter descend us down. We've lost some speed there, which looks alright. Okay, so looking at the map, I don't have any plates or anything for ESKK. Karlskoga. I'm going to do, I think I'm going to join a left downwind for 03. So that's the plan. We'll see what happens. See how nice this weather is. Straight in does seem appropriate since we'll be coming right up on the runway that way, but I think we can do a left downwind. Join from the west and do it that way. Karlskoga traffic, November 685 for Mike, type Twin Otter, is 16 miles south, inbound to land, runway 03. We'll join a left downwind for runway 03. We'll report left downwind, Karlskoga traffic. I don't think anyone's on Vatsim, but you never know. Looks like we got ENBR ground on, Fleeceland ground. So, however, they're very far away from us. Next part of our mission will be picking up our mission job here at this airport, and also a job going to Fleeceland. Flying from here to Fleeceland, landing there, dropping off our cargo, refueling, and then flying toward Inverness. Like I say, I don't know if we'll make Inverness on that one flight, but we will see. Alright, we'll continue to descent here. Okay guys, following the NDB here and the visual representation obviously, we're going to turn and join downwind for runway 03 at Karlskoga, Sweden. Here, do a guts check, gas looks good, undercarriage, tap the brakes, props will go right to full, bring the throttle up, so we'll slow us down with the drag, adjust that heading a little bit there. Somewhat perpendicular here, but it's okay. I'm not getting a very good representation of where the runway is here. It says it's a hard surface. Okay, I see it now. Take the autopilot off, make sure our landing lights are on, cups check, looks good, go 10 degrees of flaps, props full. We'll hold her above 80. The stall speed will be fairly low because the weight. I'll turn off the yaw damper, we're fighting that. Karlskoga traffic, November 6854 Mike is downwind, runway 03 left downwind to land full stop. Karlskoga traffic. Okay, remember we got 400 feet of altitude here, so we're actually 1400 right now. Just look out here, we can't see any runway. A little higher than traffic circuit height, but should be alright. We'll do our base turn. Karlskoga traffic, November 6854 Mike is base, runway 03 to land, full stop, left-hand circuit. Karlskoga traffic. I do not see the runway. Maybe I do now, I don't know. Right around traffic height there. And there she be. Just watch our speed there. Pick our nose up a little bit here. About 20 degrees of flaps. We're just coming off our base here a little bit, try and get back into the swing of things. There we go. Need to be gaining altitude, that's for sure. Karlskoga traffic, November 685 for Mike, turning final, runway 03 to land, full stop. Left-hand traffic, Karlskoga. Okay, a little too soon of a turn there. That's alright. We're getting lower, about 900 feet now. See on the radar altimeter. Ooh, that's an ugly final. It's okay, we'll butter her up right here.
Wind 100 and 11 knots.
Okay, gups check, gas looks good, undercarriage, tap the brakes, props are full, throttle's set, flaps are set, pumps are on. Looking good.
Minimums.
Is that a tree right on the final there? Look at that, eh? Thanks, Microsoft. Thanks for that one.
40, 30, 20, 10.
Okay, kill the throttle. Let her come down to earth.
Landing time logged.
Alright, get rid of the flaps. Yeah, the final was a little ugly, the approach. Landing wasn't too bad. And we'll backtrack here at the windsock. Karlskoga traffic, November 685 for Mike. Backtracking runway 03, mid-runway to the apron. Karlskoga traffic. Turn off the taxi, put on our, or turn off the landing, put on our taxi. And here we are, snowy Sweden, picking up our mission job in our newly purchased Twin Otter. Don't really know where to go here. I think I'll pull up. Like I say, I got no information on this airport whatsoever. There's nothing on Airmate. I'm just using a Skyvector map. Navigate. So. Oh, there's my air marshal. I'm coming, I'm coming. Alright. Parking brake there. What'd you guys think of the flight? Wasn't too bad. Check out our beautiful livery here. Match the country we're in. This one is by Unit Death on flightsim.to. Want to check it out? Feel free. Did a very good job. Classic livery. Swedair. Alright, we'll shut her down there. Parking brake set. Power levers are flight idle. Touch them up. Props can go feathered. Generators can go off. Fuel levers can go off. It's the red
Engine
ones over
off
here.
time logged. The flight is finished. It has been monitored by OnAir.
You can pop up, make sure you turn these strobes off, because they are a points killer if you don't. Turn all the other lights off. Nope. Bleed air off. Should have turned that off before shutting down the engines, but that's okay. Okay. Pitot is off. Yes. Okay. Avionics can go off. And battery as well. Control lock can go in. 1 sec. Pop the doors open. Alright guys, thanks for flying with me today. Thanks for joining me. I just purchased a Twin Otter in OnAir. Check the last video, see all the menu things I was doing there. Selling my Cessnas and picking up this used Twin Otter. Seemed like a good flight. It's got a few thousand hours on it, 17 something. But other than that, pretty good. And we're picking up a mission job at ESKK and bringing it back to Inverness. Alright, thanks for watching me, and like, subscribe, and remember guys, stack 'em sats. We will catch you on the next one.